Box Up TV, get ready to rumble, rumble, rumble.
Let me take us back memory lane. The first fight and the second fight, and why are we having this third event between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin? Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G 1, held in September 2017 at the T-Mobile Arena. Triple G was 35 years old with the IBF, IBO, WBA, and WBC middleweight titles. His record stood at 49-1-1 with 34 KOs. And Canelo Alvarez was 27 years old. He held the Ring Magazine and linear middleweight titles, and his record stood at 37-0 with 33 KOs. Their morphometrics was quite similar. That of Triple G was 5 feet 10 and a half inches at 160 IBS. Canelo was 5 feet 9, 160 IBS as well. The result of that first fight was a draw. Judge Adelaide Baird scored 118-110 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. He gave 10 out of 12 rounds to Canelo. Judge Dave Moretti scored 115-113 for GGG. Judge Don Trella scored it even. This was the issue. 114-114, hence it was a draw. Many people have the opinion that Triple G was the winner of that fight. You know Triple G. Triple G got iron chin. Both fighters, in fact, have iron chin. They have a very large gas tank versus very moderate body size. That means when you have a large gas tank powering just a moderate body size, you're going to be having stamina, you're going to be having power, you're going to be having all the statistics to your favor. So it was a night of interesting and intriguing events. It was a dramatic night. It was a show of resilience. Let's have a brief look at this fight. Just look at that. Look at that. Massive. It was an interesting night. We couldn't blink our eyes. You can't just blink your eyes throughout that fight. It was a 12-round enduring fight. The fight witnessed Triple G mounting pressure as a pressure fighter as usual, and Canelo, the technical prof. He was quite technical and he was doing what he could do. But it appeared like Canelo was on his back foot and Triple G was on his front foot all night, and this is why people believe that Triple G won that fight. The second fight, Canelo Alvarez and Triple G 2, was in front of 21,965 audience. The Mexican Canelo won Kazakhstan Golovkin in a majority decision, and that was the first ever loss of Triple G in the second fight. Judge Glenn Feldman scored 114-114, and this score was overruled by the other two judges. Judge Dave Moretti was still present. You remember he was present in the first fight. He was in the panel in the first fight. He was in the panel again in the second fight. And he scored 115-113 in favor of Mexican Canelo Alvarez. Steve Westfield scored 115-113 as well, also in favor of Canelo Alvarez. Do you know what Canelo did this time? He went back to the drawing board. He saw that Triple G, the advantage he had against him was that pressure fight. Fight styles make fight. So he came back to bring his game to him, to bring his game to his doorstep. So he beat him to his game. And Canelo matched technicality with pressure, and that was the result of that was the secret behind his success that night. In this second fight, Triple G was 36 years old with a record of 38-1-1, 34 KOs. Canelo was 28 years old this time with a record of 50-1-2, with 34 KOs. Remember that Canelo's only loss was to Floyd Mayweather, who never wanted a rematch with him because Canelo was just an evolving young boy in the game and now experienced and calling out Floyd Mayweather. He didn't want to come give him a try again because he knew what he battled. Floyd Mayweather endorsed Canelo Alvarez that yes, this guy has a bright future, and that future is what we're seeing now. Antecedents that built into this trilogy now comes up on September 17, 2022 at the same T-Mobile Arena. And do you notice that this fight is just coming up exactly 5 years? Exactly 5 years after the first fight was in September 16, 2017 at the T-Mobile Arena. This trilogy is coming up September 17, 2022 at the same T-Mobile Arena. Triple G is about 39 years old thereabout, and Canelo Alvarez is now 32 years old. Now, the reverse is now the case. Canelo is holding WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, and ring super middleweight titles. He is the one now holding the belts. That's the difference between the very first fight and this trilogy, where Canelo himself is holding all the belts, including the Ring Magazine belt. What is another thing we need to look out for in this fight? Triple G has a long history of battle against Canelo from the breakdown we have seen. Triple G couldn't achieve this with Canelo when he was 35. Neither could he achieve it in the second fight when he was much younger. Now he's about 5 years older. Will he be able to achieve it this time? Canelo Alvarez himself has earned experience over the time. So the fight, the pressure, the experience, the power, all the displays of all the outstanding attributes he brought into the ring the last time, we're expecting to see the advanced version of that. Isn't that interesting? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. The battle of ages. Can Canelo Alvarez repeat the same thing to establish his statement that he is the master of the jungle, or will Triple G do something differently this time? Please don't forget to smash the subscription button, turn on the notification icon so that you get more videos as soon as they drop. Thank you for supporting my channel. God bless you. Peace out.